The Philadelphia Eagles have re-signed Devonta Smith. This is a huge re-signing in my opinion. Devonta Smith is probably the most underrated wide receiver currently in the NFL. So I think locking him in for another 3-4 years to pair with AJ Brown in these upcoming years is just a huge thing. Because I think without Devonta Smith and you just have AJ Brown, I don't think AJ Brown is as productive as he has been. And you take away AJ Brown and you just put Devonta Smith as the one. I'm not too sure how well that goes. I don't think Devonta Smith is necessarily a 1 right now, but I think he is a A+ too. So just going forward, as far as the Eagles being competitive and being a threat, this is a huge re-signing, and well done Howie, well done Jeffrey, well done everyone involved. It was a 3-year extension worth a reported $75 million. It contains a $51 million guaranteed, so I don't know. If I'm Devonta Smith, I'm pretty happy right now. I just want to talk about Devonta for a quick second. I think he's just I just think he's a pretty inspirational receiver, especially for the kids playing right now and even the ones in high school too. Pop Warner, what have you. Even the ones in college, because Devonta Smith is doing at an elite level, and he's not like this big, juiced up, jacked guy like DK Metcalf or like just like a big, athletically gifted guy. He's this small guy, pretty skinny. He's not as fast as Tyreek, but he's pretty fast. But that's all he has. You know, he's not 6'8", he's not 6'5", He's not killing it in the weight room. He's not like this crazy strong guy that can have these like huge blocks and these crazy stiff arms. Even though he can stiff arm. I just think that's pretty cool. It just goes to show that anything is really possible. Like, it doesn't matter what God has gifted you. Whether you're big, you're small, you're fast, you're weak. If you have the heart, if you put in the work, you can really get to the pro level. And I just wanted to take note of that, and I just think it's pretty cool. You know, if I was a youngin playing ball right now, I would definitely look up to Devonta Smith for sure. As far as his contract goes, he averages $25 million per year, which ties him with his teammate AJ Brown for the 4th highest among NFL receivers. So, like I said, if you're Devonta Smith, that is a very nice contract. He has surpassed 900 receiving yards in each of his 3 NFL seasons. He caught 81 passes, 1,066 yards, and 7 touchdowns in 2023. Last year was in 2022 when he had 95 receptions and 1,196 yards. So, like I said, he's not necessarily a 1, but I'm telling you, he is a great 2, because not only does he get the mismatch with not pairing up with the defense's number 1 DB, but he's a pretty fast guy, so can always run a go route, take the safeties off AJ Brown, Dallas Goedert. It's very useful, and at the same time, he could always go underneath, and he'll be available for something short. You know, when AJ Brown, when Dallas Goedert go deep, it's just the perfect match with AJ Brown, because they're kind of opposites to a certain extent, and they're just peanut butter and jelly. I don't know what else to say other than they're just a great receiving duo. I can't remember who was having this conversation. I think it was Bill Simmons on one of his podcasts. And he was just talking about receivers in general. And one topic was, would Devonta Smith be successful as a one on like the Panthers or, you know, like the Broncos. I thought that was a really interesting conversation just because Devonta Smith has looked good. I feel like he was inconsistent a little bit last year, but I don't think that's all on him. The Eagles as a whole were just very inconsistent last year. So, but if you were to put Devonta Smith on, let's say the Broncos or the Raiders or the Panthers, the thing is if you're matching up with the defense's number one DB every single game, you have to have an elite ability to create separation and have fairly good route running. Devonta Smith's route running is definitely one of his strengths. I think it would be pretty interesting, like if he paired up with Bryce Young. Um, I don't know if it would go super well, honestly. I just I just think there's some limitations with his size to being a number one. Let me know what y'all think. Is this a good contract signing? Did they pay too much? Is it worth it? Is it not worth it? That's all I got for right now. Peace.
The Chargers take it from the 33. And the grab is made by Ladarius Green.
Good job that time by the quarterback. Looks down the field, nobody open, so he throws the drag route coming across the field, and it's a nice catch, just short of the first down.
Handoff. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the box very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a first down. That's nice.
The Panthers lined up in the nickel. The Chargers will take the snap from the 40. Running right through the trenches. And he is tackled at the 44.
Well, to be a great offense, you got to be able to do a couple things that counters what the defense is going to do. Catch them off guard. One way to do it, run a draw play. They're thinking pass. You go with a run, and it picks up good yards.
Knocked down as he fires it. The Chargers now facing third down. A week ago, they were up to the challenge in these spots. The Chargers have it at the 44. Looking across the middle. The Chargers now move the chains. That's another reception. Give him 2.
What's the old expression? Just move the chains. That's what they did with that throw and catch that time, Tim. It also gives them a chance for 3 more downs.
Welcome back. Halftime just a couple of minutes away as we resume play out of the 2-minute warning. Now 1st and 10. Gets away from the pressure. And intercepted. Bites off the hit. And a flag is down.
Illegal blocking the ball. Offense.
The defense